Alright, so the topic I chose was inorganic chemistry, and the first question is, what does inorganic chemistry focus on? So chemists in this field focus on elements and compounds other than carbon or hydrocarbons. So basically, inorganic chemistry covers all materials that are not organic and are termed as non-living substances, those compounds that do not contain a carbon-hydrogen CH bond. Compounds studied by inorganic chemists include crystal structures, minerals, metals, catalysts, and most elements on the periodic table. An example is the strength of a power beam used to carry a specific weight or investigating how gold is formed in the earth. So what is inorganic chemistry used for? Inorganic compounds are used as catalysts, pigments, coatings, surfactants, medicines, fuels, and more. They often have high melting points and specific high or low electrical conductivity properties, which make them useful for specific purposes. For example, ammonia is a nitrogen source in fertilizer, and it is one of the major inorganic chemicals used in the production of nylons, fibers, plastics, polyurethanes, used in tough chemical resistant coatings, adhesives, and foams, and hydrazine, used in jet and rocket fuels and explosives. It is also used for chlorine in the manufacture of polyvinyl chloride, used for pipes, clothing, furniture, etc. So it is basically made for this basically supplies and cleaning supplies and fuel for rockets and jets and basically chloride. And industries that hire inorganic chemists is they employ in fields ranging from mining to microchips. Their work is based on understanding the behavior and the analogies for inorganic elements and how these materials can be modified, separated, and used. It includes developing methods to recover metals from waste streams, employment as analytical chemists specializing in the analysis of mined ores, and performing research on the use of inorganic chemicals for treating soil. So as you can see here, they deal with mined ores and treating soils, and basically most analytical chemists working in the researching field must obtain a master's degree or PhD to advance, and specializing in the subfield of analytical chemistry is typically pursued during graduate education. An analytical chemist can earn up to $45,000 to $85,000. So well-known chemists in inorganic chemistry. So this is Werner, and Werner's name will always be associated with the theory of coordination which he established, and with his work on the spatial relationships of atoms in the molecule, the foundations of which were laid in the work he did. And the work he formulated the idea that in the numerous compounds of turbulent nitrogen, the three valence bonds of the nitrogen atom are directed towards the three corners of a tetrahedron, the fourth corner of this being occupied by the nitrogen atom. And these two is William Ramsay and Lord Rayleigh. And the air around us consists of several different gases, mostly nitrogen gas and oxygen, but both of them showed in 1894 that air also contained an element unknown up to then, which was given the name argon. It does not react with other elements but is a noble gas. After discovering another noble gas, helium, William Ramsay predicted other noble gases based on the periodic table of elements and could establish the existence of neon, krypton, and xenon. Recent discovery in inorganic chemistry. So the appearance of criteria and emergent pollutants in water is a modern theme that has caused the scientific community to research new solutions and alternatives. So with this problem of polluted water, a group of University of Cebu scientists has recently shown the effectiveness of two new absorbent materials capable of eliminating organic pollutants in solution in less than 24 hours. The results show that the material C18 Mica 4 is capable of eliminating the majority of pollutants that were evaluated in urban wastewater, as well as surface water and potable water. With this, they were able to clean the water. Defacing and assisting the world. So basically how it could help the world or hurt the world. Inorganic chemistry can help the world by creating medicine, fuel, cleaning supplies, and even clean water. But it can also be bad because cleaning supplies are very toxic and cause serious damage. And fuel can be used for jets and rockets, but sometimes they crash, causing damage to the earth. And fuel such as gas causes global warming. Inorganic chemistry lab. So the lab I would do is growing yellow crystals of sulfur, which actually look really nice. So for this you'll need toluene and crystalline sulfur. Then take a flask and fill it with 10 grams of crushed sulfur. Then pour about 100 milliliters of toluene into the flask and turn the stove on to heat up our mix. When it is heated, the sulfur starts to dissolve in toluene. After the mixture reaches 95 degrees Celsius, all the sulfur will completely dissolve in the toluene. Then you'll have to let it cool down. Upon reaching 55 degrees Celsius, yellow needle crystals of sulfur will begin to precipitate in the flask. Also, if the mixture is heated again, the crystals will dissolve and the experiment can be repeated one more time. And why I chose this given topic was because I didn't know much about inorganic chemistry, and I wanted to learn more about it and what was the meaning behind the elements in the periodic table and why they are so important and what you can do with them. And this actually helped me learn more about that. And going to question 9. How did this deepen my understanding of science? This project deepened my understanding of science by showing me that a lot of world problems can be solved with the type of science and chemistry that is out there, such as making clean water more abundant and creating medicine and curing major diseases such as cancer or AIDS. And maybe one day science will be able to solve these problems as we continue to make discoveries. And this is my source page, and thank you for watching.